done really well. He owns the map at this point. And Eric only has yellows to work with. He already has one to his name. Just picked up a
Comeback
rocket
tactic is challenge Mega. Like this Mega here. Yeah, just challenge it. You got to do something creative. Like he's tacked too early. Just go in here. He needs to just spam it out. But the thing is, like, even if he delayed the pickup, he wouldn't win the red. So it's very tricky now for Eric to really make something happen in these moments, and he's probably going to lose the red here. He can get a top yellow. He hasn't done enough damage on his opponent to kind of say, I can get a kill. He needs to chip away. This LG fight is completely worthless, but it might have been good, because if he gets top yellow, which he's been denied, he'll probably die now, so that's going to be a GG for me. But yeah, nice play from ID. Eric didn't get much of an opportunity. Like, he had a small chances, but he would have to hit some amazing shots to make them happen. And I just think, like, you know, there's a right and wrong time to attack to get kills based off items spawning. Even if he won the fight where they both were low health, what was up on the map? 2 yellow armors, okay? So there's 2 yellow armors up on the map, and you've got 20 health because you just want to fight. Your opponent gets a yellow and a weapon, and you get a yellow. Who's in control of the map? Well, the guy that you just killed. He's got enough time to get the items, the armors, and positioning for the next red, and you're still running around looking for health. Yeah, wrong time to attack, and he got punished for it. So he lost the game there, like on the at the 4-minute mark.
And like my curiosity would be, like, in addition to figuring out the best, as soon as I switch views, ID picks up a kill. But assuming Eric was able to kind of work on that attack timing, like, how would you recommend a player learn that? Like, what are some ways?
It's risk against reward. That's everything. It's risk or reward. The risk of attacking and it failing, if it's greater, like by far, than the reward, you don't do it. That's why in that position, players would have accepted that your opponent took the mega with 17 health and got away, and you would have gone, all right, how do I hurt him more? Do I hurt him by killing him, or do I hurt him by taking his armors? Taking his armors hurts a player on 100 health a lot more than killing him sometimes. So, you know, that's the reward of not attacking. Controlling the armors gives you a bigger advantage than getting a kill. You know, the risk against reward, and that's basically what a lot of players' decisions are based off, and how people judge what their opponent will do on a professional level. Obviously, sometimes taking the risk has a big payoff, even if, you know, just because it's so surprising it gives you like the advantage attack because they just don't expect it. But you need to kind of work out what hurts your opponent more, and it's a very hard thing to do, but it takes a lot of experience to have a knowledge on all situations, like what hurts my opponent the most. Like, that's how you have to be thinking a lot of the time. I can't do it now. I'd suck if I played. I'd just be like, I'd just like mindlessly attack. I wouldn't. I would feel like I was versus the pros. I'd feel like this is not as fun as I'd want it to be. Nice kill there with the LG. But I'm impressed by ID. He's had really safe, solid play through the whole game.
Yeah, and like, see, I kind of feel like he's one of those players that I think that he would need to play a lot of duel to kind of get up to the level. But you know, he has all the fundamentals thanks to his phenomenal CTF play, where it would be a much shorter feat for him to pull off.
Yeah. And the one thing I haven't seen him bring is that really clutch attacking, being able to trap. Like, he hasn't trapped or controlled his opponent much. He's just collected frags. You know, there's like a you know, buy one get one free frag day, it seems. You know, everything he does, he gets like bonus frags. He hasn't actually had to trap or control his opponent with running the map. So I haven't seen that's dueling to me. Dueling is running the map, the items, and trapping and controlling your opponent and locking down kills eventually, like really earning them. He didn't have to earn much ID there. So I'd be interested to see if there's an opponent that doesn't give up such easy frags, how he could overcome that problem, even though yes, he does have great aim. But you know, Eric did okay, but still too much rocket launcher work for me on T7 and on DM13. DM13 is a lot of DM13 is decision based, like making the correct decisions all the time based off armors really gives you an advantage. So he needs to, you know, DM13 you need to concentrate on the armors and the power-ups a lot more than other maps in my opinion. T7 you can lose out on some armors here and there, it's not a big problem, but DM13, you know, taking 2 yellows or splitting a yellows with your opponent in a professional game can equal a win or loss situation, you know, like just giving away that 50 armor or taking it can sometimes mean, you know, the difference between first and second place at a big tournament. So it's all about map control for me on DM13, and he didn't have any of that, so he really needs to improve that at least.
So it looks like our next matchup is going to be Everkill versus King. Should be good times. We're going to go hop over there, and we're going to continue the same.
Can you tell me about these players here, King and Everkill?
Well, Everkill has dueled quite a bit. King, I would say his forte is more CTF, but he does duel, and he does enjoy it. He actually went AFK for like a couple of months. He went overseas, and I think it's like Japan or something. I don't know, but he's actually a Quake Live TV staffer, King. So it's always cool to have someone that we know who helps keep Quake Live TV alive and running. See how well he can stay alive and running against an opponent. Now, I know that Everkill has participated in several of the kind of smaller 1v1 tournaments and cups that have been out over the course of this past year in the North America region, but you know, he's very rarely like a big finalist. But I think that, you know, he has a lot of the fundamentals down, so I'm really curious to see how this thing pans out, because
okay,
I would
so
say...
who's your favorite here? Who's your favorite?
It's going to be King, but and
because
that's
you don't
not
pay him, right, to work on the
right.
website.
No, yeah,
So
definitely don't.
So he has to be a favorite.
But
okay, good.
No, but I would say just based on what I've seen of the two. Although I haven't seen Everkill in a while. I remember him. I think the last time that he was in something that we covered was probably like over 6 months ago, to be honest.
CTF, right? Wasn't he in all your base a few weeks ago?
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, I guess I forgot. He was part of that pickup. Yeah, you're right. I guess I forgot about that. Wait, do you mean Everkill or King? King was part of that.
Everkill.
Everkill was in that too? Okay, yeah.
I don't know, that's why I'm asking. Wasn't he?
Yeah. But Everkill is apparently seated higher. But I still think that King is going to be able to do pretty well. Should be pretty entertaining. Although maybe I'm just a little bit more of a favorite because he's a staffer. I don't know. Maybe I'm biased.
Well, I've been
Is it pick, toss, toss, or toss, toss, pick, pick?
Yeah, toss, pick.
Tell him. I can't type. I've got my finger on, yeah, push to talk, which I never use, by the way. Push to talk is a horrible thing.
Yeah, except for when you have like random people in your event server or people that have really bad mics.
I'm sure the viewers would really like to hear me breathing between.
Exactly.
During your segments of commentary, just in case they miss me, they could hear me breathe, so they feel, you know,
Duke,
kind
it's
of
still
assured that
alive.
I'm still
Yes.
I don't think they'd think that at all. I think they'd be like, stop breathing. Or when does he breathe? Because I have that with the constant talking I have. I don't breathe. I'm like a fish. I have gills. It's like a whole circulation. It allows me to talk constantly. It's amazing.
Well, as long as you put your face in the right place, gills can be pretty handy.
This is true. So, what have we got? Oh, they're tossing. Okay.
Yes, they're
Toss
still
the
tossing
maps.
each other's salad. T7 is out.
Dude, such crude jokes on the internet. That's not what the internet was made for.
Yep, internet is for porn. Alright, let's see. I'm on your server spoiling your rules, TGM says. So it looks like we got a toss of ZTN, and he picks T9.
It's very Swedish.
Yeah.
TGM.
Looks like DM13 has been picked by King. So T9 and,
okay, so
and 13.
no railgun. No
DM6
railgun
is
for the
the
first two
tiebreaker.
maps, so
Yeah.